at Seymour's Garage going to show the proper way to clean battery terminals. It's often done wrong, so we're going to make sure this job is done right. First thing we want to do is disconnect the battery cables. This is battery acid that we're going to be dealing with, so it is important to protect yourself. So we're going to use gloves while we're doing this job. And in disconnecting any battery, we want to try to disconnect the negative cable first. Right now, as you can see, our battery terminal is very stuck on there. So you never want to use a screwdriver to pry a battery terminal. You see, we used the puller to disconnect the negative battery terminal. Now we can disconnect our positive battery terminal. Now what we have here is a mess, obviously. With our first product, which is going to be a battery cleaner and acid detector. Spray the battery terminals very well. And then spray the connections. The most important part of this connection is where the metal touches the metal, and that's going to be the inside. So though we're cleaning up all this mess and acid around here, we want to make sure that we pay close attention to the most important part, and that's the insides of these circles, insides of these connections. Now a common misconception is you can spray cleaner on and just leave it and clean the battery. Now, while this does clean up a lot of your mess and can get rid of it, even if you use Coke or some other kind of acidic product, you're still not cleaning the insides of the terminal. So we're going to let this soak for a few minutes and then come back and scrub everything down real good. We've had this sitting here for about 5 to 10 minutes. We're going to go ahead and wipe this down very thoroughly. Another thing that we're going to do is use a wire brush. This is a battery terminal cleaner to make sure that we clean these terminals. Alright, so we're going to start cleaning these terminals. Wow, these are really bad. Again, we would say the most important part is the inside of these terminals. Or inside of these connections. And the terminals. So we got the battery all clean, the terminals as clean as we can get them. Now I want to make sure that you do understand it is important to also check the battery cables whenever you're doing the cleaning. And these cables still look good. If they're bad, you can't clean them, you have to replace them. But at this point, just want to point out that we did clean very good on the inside of this connector on both sides. The outside still looks a little shoddy, but we can get it as only good as we can get it without replacing them. So we're going to reconnect the battery now. We want to make sure we connect the battery in the opposite way that we took it off. So positive first, negative last. So the last thing that we're going to do is we're going to save the terminals and connectors with a battery protector and corrosion inhibitor. There was a lot of acid on there, and acid eats metal. This is going to neutralize those acids that are left over that we weren't able to get off, and also protect it from any acid in the future, so make sure that it doesn't corrode the metal. And there you have it. We have a clean battery terminals. It's a product that the customer should be happy with and that you should be proud of.